You're listening to DraftKings Network.
Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings.
Why are you listening to this show?
The podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
We have a big game this Sunday. How you guys feeling? Dolphins, Eagles, big game. Very excited. I know Chris is excited for this, but this is a big game, and I'm tired of Philadelphia fans.
Is this a see where you're at game?
Ooh.
Now after the Eagles lose to the Jets?
Right.
I don't think it's a see where you're at game. I think it's a measuring stick game.
Well, is that not?
Really?
Okay. I feel like those are pretty similar.
No,
I feel like I just said it differently.
Measuring stick game is bigger than a see where you're at game. See where you're at game is like maybe somebody that is in your division. Maybe like a Buffalo is a see where you're at game.
Wouldn't a measuring stick help you see where you're at?
Yeah, but a measuring stick is
like
against
you
another
guys-
conference, though.
You know, we're in the semantics here, but
Yeah.
I see what Tony's saying.
Right.
I do.
Guys, I'd like to play a game with you guys if you want to play along. While you have this conversation, I'm checked out, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because I'm on ESPN.com, and they have this fun little thing where you can see how quickly every quarterback earns Brock Purdy's salary for the year.
Let's play it. Yep.
Wait, send that to me. That looks so
It's
fun.
on the homepage. It's the strangest thing. So you go down and it's like the second thing on the homepage on ESPN.com. And I swear to God, it's quick. It's clickbait. It just says, how quickly does Tua Tagovailoa earn Brock Purdy's $870,000?
How fast?
Well, he's not even the top. You have to go all the way down to find him.
I
But it's
got a
just like
random one.
Tua. We have to put Tua in here somehow.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Tell me, how long does it take him to make?
Let's guess, though. I mean,
he's one of the highest paid guys, right?
Do you want to know in minutes?
Yes.
Because that's how. So, like, they have the people that are in less than one game, and that's not where Kirk Cousins is, I don't think.
wait, Billy, so what is Purdy's salary?
$870,000. It is tied for the lowest with Sam Howell, just so that you guys know.
Okay.
Woof, Daniel Jones.
I know. So bad.
Wait, are you guys playing? Or
Yeah, we're playing over
That was
here.
on the
She
heels
pulled it
of
up.
one good playoff game.
Well, then we can't
Right?
play the game if you have the answers. Jeez Louise. Kirk Cousins, it takes...
I would say it takes Cousins a game and a half to earn $875,000.
It takes him 30 minutes to match Brock Purdy's salary for the year. He makes $30 million a year.
So half a game, essentially.
Yeah, 2 quarters. 30 minutes.
Decent gig.
That's not a bad one if you could get
It's a
it.
great gig. What do you
Should
mean?
Purdy hold out?
Yes.
No.
I should
Just
be an
stop
NFL
showing up.
quarterback.
He will get replaced by
who?
someone else.
What do they got on the roster right now?
They'll find someone else.
I'm just
They
saying.
have Sam Darnold.
We talked to Chris Sims, who's basically said, like, Brock Purdy's good because he does exactly what Shanahan wants him to do. And once he starts getting cute and trying to make it about him, he'll just replace him with someone else that can do exactly what he wants him to do.
It's what he does.
It's crazy.
But how about he wins a Super Bowl?
Sims also told us Tua wasn't that good too, right?
That's, he has lots of
we
misses.
trust
He
this
also
guy?
told us
Gonna be
Zach Wilson was good.
I mean,
100%. He had lots of misses.
What are we doing to
Why are we
Sims?
talking
He's
to
our
that guy?
guy.
What has he gotten right exactly?
His hit rate isn't exactly very high.
Blake Bortles. You got that right.
For like 3 seasons.
I still disagree.
What did he get right about that?
I don't know. He said he was bad.
So did everyone's eyes.
He went to an AFC Championship game. Bortles.
Justice for Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
It's his offensive line's fault.
Has Sims been right about anything?
I don't think ever.
Jeremy.
At some point over the next few minutes, I would like to just celebrate Mike McDaniel.
Okay.
We have like a 45-second clip of him just being Mike McDaniel on the sideline. Can we hit that, fellas?
Frank Sterrico, good to see you. Jamello, Coach McDaniel. How are you?
Guys. Those are nice, strong handshakes with eye contact. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing me the respect and the regard. I'll do the same. Yeah, I almost wore that vest today.
I wasn't in position to work.
Whoa.
Like,
Whoa. Are we trying to have personal accountability right now? I love it.
no, I wasn't in position
Yeah.
because we had
It's
pinched
all good.
because of the stuff.
Yeah,
And
100%.
that's why I kind of held it and didn't let him go too quick.
Got
I
it.
didn't- So,
Makes
that
sense.
sucks. Just
Hey.
so you know why we did it.
Hey, that's why you guys are great.
I mean, running off the field with fins up.
Yeah.
I just love that guy. I mean, there's part of me, the cynic in me wants to be like, you all right over there?
I'm good. Don't
What
worry
happened,
about
There's
it.
the cynic in me wants to
break your
say
foot?
he knows he's mic'd up,
Right.
so he's playing up to the camera. Kind of like I felt about Aaron Rodgers on Hard Knocks. It's like I want to like this guy, but I feel like he's playing it up for the camera. But it's just I love my coach, and I love him.
Technically, he's always mic'd up.
This guy.
Jesus Christ.
That chair's
Hit it, Billy.
This show has changed you, and I love
Yeah.
it. I love when Jeremy does that.
Big swings. I mean,
But seriously though, am I the only like Tony?
No,
Billy.
Billy.
Do you love Mike McDaniel?
Look, there's parts of Mike McDaniel that are cool. I just don't know if he's cool. Right? Like, there's things that he does.
He's comfortable with himself, man.
There's something there.
What shoes was he wearing this
He was
weekend
wearing
that had
off-white Air Force Ones.
that had a tag on them still?
Well, the tag is whole motif with the Air Force Ones of off-whites, where Virgil had the tag and you keep the tag. Rest in peace, Virgil, by the way.
I've been given some really interesting information in my headphones from a certain producer in the other room that says Tony and his brother are Patriots fans and that I should call him out for that. So,
What?
Tony,
He has said-
your response, sir?
He has said that
Thanks
before.
for listening to the show, Jeremy.
But you are not acting as though.
No, I'm a Shield fan.
Oh, enough of that.
What does that mean?
Okay, Mike Ryan.
He likes
Fan
every
of the
team.
Shield. I
He
like
just
it.
loves
Like
football
every
You're not a
so
fan
much.
of a team?
No.
Well, he
Tony,
can't-
stop it.
The thing is that he's too cool to be hurt by anything in the world.
not true.
So like he can't be a Jaguars
I'm hurt by a
fan.
lot of things.
What
Oh,
hurts you?
please.
Billy.
When did you feel? When did you feel your lowest point?
Do you really want me to answer
Was this
that or
South Beach
no?
Sessions?
We are all here for this. No.
You don't want
We're
me
all
to
here for Tony.
You don't want me to answer
No,
it?
don't
Or
answer
you really want me to answer?
Don't answer that.
Okay.
Answer.
No.
You don't want
What
me to answer.
Jalen hurts you?
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm a big
Jeremy, it's
Jalen
not
Hurts fan.
funny.
That's what hurts me when
Billy.
Jalen Hurts those picks.
Where do you stand on the Jaguars officially?
I like the Jaguars. They're frisky.
He's a fan of the Shield.
They're frisky.
Yeah, they're frisky this year.
I thought you were out on them.
No, I was never out. Again, fake news from the the media.
Right.
Not true.
Boy, you're not doing yourself any favors.
But Tony, are you a Pats fan? Have you ever been a Pats fan?
Yes, I
He's
was.
a Patriots
I grew
fan.
up a Patriots fan.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Why?
as
Wait,
a
is this
kid-
the South Beach Sessions? Let's just
So
see what
Tom
it is.
Brady left and then you left? I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you for the honesty.
Yeah, I was 9 years old, 10 years old. I was all the way out.
Were you a Bucks fan too?
No.
No.
At that point, I was just like hoping Tom did a good job.
You were a
which he
Shield
did.
fan
I was a fan of the
at that
Shield at that
point,
point. Yeah.
yeah.
I was already a fan of the Shield. But as a younger kid, my first viewing experience of the NFL was Brady going to that Super Bowl, beating the greatest show on turf, and I was like, wow, these guys are really good.
He's not the greatest show on turf.
Beating the greatest show
beating,
on turf.
got you.
Right, with that Vinatieri kick.
Yeah.
And I became a Patriots fan at like 10 years old, and unfortunately they won, 5 or 6 Super Bowls or whatever it was, and I had to bear the brunt of that in Miami.
And how did Spygate affect you?
Didn't.
Really?
Yeah, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, you know that.
Wow. So Deflategate also not an issue.
Not a problem. Aaron Hernandez bothered me a little bit. I felt bad about
A little bit.
Yeah, I felt
What
bad
bothered you about it?
for everybody involved.
What could he have done to bother you more than a little bit?
Well, it wasn't him that bothered me. It was the situation, I was sad about it in multiple ways. Clearly.
Sad for who?
For the person who was murdered, one.
Yeah.
2.
But most importantly, the Patriots.
No, not the
Seems like
Patriots.
you were-
More of like I was
His
sad.
fantasy team.
No, I didn't have him that year. I didn't have him that year. No, I felt bad for Aaron Hernandez. He threw his life away.
Yeah.
And it made me sad. And then obviously what happened,
But you felt bad for the people,
everybody
the
involved.
victims.
Yeah, of course. That's why I said him first.
Most importantly.
Most importantly, the person that was killed and the
Okay.
family.
Yes. Okay. Very good.
Put us there when Tom Brady left.
I knew it was coming. After that pick 6 against the Titans, I was like, okay, this is probably it. Yeah.
But it wasn't it.
It was it.
But it wasn't.
He went.
it.
Then he went to Tampa Bay, and that was kind of it. The dog wants to go out. So you want me to get to my lowest point or not?
The dog?
No.
Yeah, Willow. Willow was in here scratching the door. I don't know if you heard it. Just had to get up to let her out.
I do want your lowest point.
No, you don't. You don't want his lowest point. You don't know him very well, obviously.
Back to you, Stu.
Second lowest point.
Oh, that's a good question. Chris.
I'm enjoying this.
Chris,
Top 5 lowest points.
What's wrong with you?
Without number 1.
I'd
Number
have to-
4.
Yes.
Number 4.
Well, what happened to 5? Oh, we're going
Go
out of
5,
order.
4, 3,
I don't know why I
2.
skipped
And
5.
just leave
Yeah,
one a mystery. Yes.
Do 4, 3, 2, and then 5.
4.
Did you
give
feel
us
bad
4.
when OJ threw his life away, or?
I saw OJ one time at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Big guy. If you've never seen OJ in person,
This is
number
another
5?
thing.
Different.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, different.
OJ's huge in person. I don't know if you've ever seen him in person, but he was sitting at a local Italian spot next to my house because he used to live like maybe 3 or 4 minutes from my parents' house, and he had his arms. He was laying back on one of those stools,
Right.
laying on the bar, and he had his hands over the entire bar,
Yeah.
which spread like 8 feet. He had his arms over the entire thing. And I was like maybe 15, 16 years old, and we were getting a pizza. My mom was like, hey, get out, get the pizza, come back in. And I was like, all right, cool. I turn the corner, and I see Juice, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's Juice. So as I'm walking by,
Number 3.
Yeah, we didn't even get to 5 yet.
we didn't.
We know
Anyways,
what for.
I walked by and I said, "Hey, Juice, can I get through?" And he's like, "Yeah, buddy, for sure." And kind of pat on my back and ordered pizza.
Jeez.
Classic OJ.
Yeah, it is classic.
All right, number 5.
Number 5, when you said, "What do I do here?"
Yeah, that was nice.
That was
Number
a fun-
4.
yeah,
Number
that was a
4.
fun one.
I'm still wondering, but it wasn't nice to say out loud. Sometimes you just think things.
He's carrying us right now.
Number 4.
Number 4 is when you said in a meeting, "What do you do here?"
Yeah.
Which also didn't help.
Front of Skipper.
Yeah, Skipper
Number
was there
3.
too. Yeah.
Number 3.
Number three was we were having a certain meeting about a certain something that I don't want to reveal, and you also said, "Why are you gonna go?"
Yeah. Number 2. Number 2.
I can't tell you.
Oh.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz is sponsored by Sleep Number. Did you hear about the football player who couldn't sleep? He kept getting caught in a tackle of insomnia. When it comes to sleep, you need the MVP of beds to ensure you get quality sleep every single time. Wide receiver Jamar Chase depends on Sleep Number Smart Bed to take his game to the next level on and off the field. With a Sleep Number Smart Bed, quality sleep makes it easier to reach your unique potential no matter what each night brings. Science shows quality sleep helps improve your mental, emotional, physical, and relationship health. Insomnia and other sleep-related issues can be frustrating, but there are several strategies you can try to improve your sleep quality. Keep a regular bedtime and wake-up routine to help your circadian rhythm adjust better. Sleep Number Smart Beds track your circadian rhythm so you know your ideal schedule. Sleep next level. Unlock your unique potential with a smart bed that can perform as well as you. And now at its lowest price ever, the all-new Queen Sleep Number C2 Smart Bed is only $880, plus special financing for a limited time. Only at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com. Subject to credit approval. See store for details.
Dan Le Batard.
You need to listen to Kushlash.
What is that?
Stugotz.
Kushlash. 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 Kushlash.
Wow.
That cleared things up.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Stugotz is like, I'm the only one that's left for a segment.
Billy, you're turning into Stugotz.
I'm very concerned about that. I'm very concerned about that because, Lucy, I don't know if you were here. I think you were here this day last week. We were wearing the same outfit.
Identical.
Who was?
Stugotz and I were wearing the same color shorts, and then we both had like a hoodie on. It was like very concerning. And then like I looked at myself in the mirror after, and I'm like, I'm not in the best of shape right now. Like, it really has me questioning if I need like a drastic life overhaul.
What worried me is that you didn't notice right off rip that you and Stu were wearing the exact same shorts, like the same color.
I still have no idea what you guys are talking about.
They're like these minty green kind of teal shorts. You guys were both wearing them at the same time.
Well, I don't think they were the exact same. Mine were like Adidas golf shorts.
Right.
Yeah. And you were wearing a similar like greenish color short. Yeah.
What's wrong with turning into me, though?
I mean, it's not like if I had like a life chart, it wouldn't be that, you know? Nothing against you. I mean, I don't want you to take this.
I'm not taking it personally at all.
Don't take it personally.
Okay.
I just.
But now you're sitting in this chair, you're eating peanut M&Ms as a...
My blood sugar feels low. I haven't had anything.
How do you know that?
How do I know what?
Yeah, how do you know your blood sugar?
You went to a doctor.
No, right now? How does he know?
I just feel like, you know, like I need a little something picad.
Little kick?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I had made myself coffee and I forgot and I just left it out there.
That was yours?
Yeah.
I saw that.
I didn't have coffee today because I was right before the show and I put in like the creamer and I was going to put in the sugar and I forgot that I did it and it's just been sitting out there. So I disposed of it, but I didn't have any coffee today. I don't have any energy going on right now. It's just, you know, it feels a little weird.
Well, maybe this will give you a little shot of energy. For the viewing audience, we have Jessica and Willow out on the couch. Willow is paying off a grid of death punishment.
Wow.
Today.
Really?
The lobster punishment.
The red lobster.
The red lobster punishment, which I didn't know existed, but well, we're doing it.
I rule with an iron fist.
So a human would have had to worn a dog costume as a lobster or a human costume for a lobster.
So does this count as a punishment for me?
No, this is why
No,
would
for
count as a
me.
punishment for you.
It works out that way.
No, this counts as a punishment for Willow. Willow took something from the bucket not too long ago and lost, and now that's that. Punishment paid.
Maybe we'll bring Willow into your studio. Let the crab run around in there a little bit.
It's a lobster.
Whatever.
Does Willow bother you? Is that what we're getting
is
at?
what it is.
No, I accidentally kicked Willow earlier, but that was an accident.
That was not great.
Well, I just walked, and she happened to be there.
Hello? So the normal motion of walking, you kicked Jess's dog?
People around here are calling it kicking. I just
There was quite a follow through.
I kind of walked in.
Be honest with you, like it looked like you were hitting a 45-yarder. You know what I mean?
She's fine.
It wasn't exactly like a tap.
Willow just had some of my kind bar. I mean,
Was there a backswing to the leg?
That's great for a dog.
Willow wants out.
Yeah, Willow's done here.
All right, good punishment. Punishment made.
Wow.
I don't know why I said made. Punishment complete.
Seemed easy.
It seems not like a punishment for a dog doesn't really matter because she's not embarrassed by said
You don't
punishment.
know that. You don't know how Willow feels.
Does she feel shame?
Dogs can feel shame. You ever caught a dog after they like eat a shoe? And it's
Right,
like,
but
who
like-
did this? And then they like look away all like,
Yes.
But how do you know they're feeling shame?
Dude, have you not
Yeah,
seen a
you know when a
dog
dog's ashamed.
when they do something wrong?
I mean, no.
There was no shame in Willow right there.
She hates it, guys. And let the record show, Willow had Fine Bucket and instant death, and she already paid off her punishment. Whereas some of
Look
you,
how sad she is walking into the kitchen. She's
some
like, I'm
of you
hungry.
have not paid off any of your
Yeah,
punishments.
some of
yet.
you.
Not me, because I
Name names.
cheated.
Yeah.
I pulled the Jets last week. Any given Sunday, Stugotz.
Nice, yes. That's why they play the games,
That's
Jess.
why they play the
That's
game.
why they play the game.
So, guys, Tony has a conundrum that we may need to help him with.
I've
Okay.
got a big problem.
All right.
So I'm walking in a dear friend's wedding. My wife is officiating said friend's wedding.
Mm-hmm. Really?
So, yeah. I'm
Wow.
walked in as a groomsman,
Right.
and my wife is officiating. So
Is this a pity groomsman thing? Is this
No.
your wife's connection? And they're just like,
No,
we
no,
got to
no.
give Tony something.
No. So my wife and my buddy Matt have been friends for like 20 years. They went to middle school together, and we've grown up kind of with each other.
Right.
And Matt's a good friend of mine, so it was a good synergistic.
But more a friend with your wife.
No, more friends with me than my
Well,
wife.
your wife's officiating, not you, so more friends with your wife.
No, but
We don't need to get
Sounds
bogged
like
down
they were
by
like,
this.
we need somewhere
no,
for
but
Tony. What can we do?
Shannon, Matt's wife or to-be wife, is good friends with Jenny, my wife. So that's where that came from. But
They like her more than you.
yes. So I'm walking in the wedding, but the problem is UFC 294 is in Abu Dhabi this weekend on Saturday, 2 p.m. start time for the main card, which means the championship bouts are going to be happening around 4 o'clock, 4:30. When am I walking in the wedding? 4:30. So I've got an issue where the fights are only 25 minutes long. I'm not going to be able to watch them when they're happening. So do I kind of take my phone out? The thing is, as a groomsman, I'm standing for the majority of the time, so I can't
Right.
just sit with my phone out. And then when we sit down, I'm right in the front, so my wife's going to be watching. And if my wife is doing the officiating, watching me watch the fights, I'm in trouble.
That's the problem. You never told us before that your wife was officiating
Yeah,
this
it's a big
until right
caveat.
now. This is your wife's day, not even your friend's day. You cannot do that.
It's my wife's day, right? It's not even Matt and Shannon's
It's
day.
not Matt and Shannon's day. This is Jenny's day. So you cannot ruin Jenny's day.
Shannon? That's my mom and dad.
Wow.
Are they getting remarried this weekend?
That's a good
divorce.
Oh, they're crazy divorce.
Your dad went to middle school?
Not just divorced, crazy divorce.
What does crazy divorce look like?
Yeah.
What does that mean? I mean,
Like right under, like they've gone to court to like sue each other.
oh, okay.
That's crazy.
But they haven't done that.
Right.
But they do not like each other. They are not pals. They are not friends.
I think Tony has two options. He can walk down the aisle, go viral, watching the fight while walking down the aisle.
That seems like a bad idea.
It's not
Record
great for the
fight.
wedding, but I'm telling you, it'll go viral, and you'll all of a sudden be the guy at the wedding that was watching the fight during the wedding.
Yeah, but he pisses off his wife.
All right, fine.
It's his wife's day. You
Option
can't.
2 is more practical. You just stay off your phone the entire time and record the fights and watch them when you
But I
get
can't.
home.
They're a pay-per-view, so I can't buy it and record it.
Can you? I mean-
no, I can't do that. It doesn't work that way.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
you can record
I
stuff.
thought you could buy it and just start it whenever you get around to starting it. No?
I don't know. I've never tried
I
to
think
do it.
pay-per-views just like run on I think you can watch it
Not on
demand.
ESPN Plus. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
Chris, is it possible to get through like 7 hours without finding out the results?
That's the
7
thing.
straight hours.
right.
Commercial free.
But it's not
UFC.
anymore. You can't. It's why play-by-play is like the only. It's like the only thing that has value to, companies like ESPN. It's why they shifted their entire thing away from talk shows and to just play-by-play. Because you can't tape the games anymore.
It's also probably going to be on YouTube the next day. You just need to
No,
find the
because
right link.
UFC sometimes like bars their stuff from going on YouTube.
Yeah,
after.
you just find it.
I got
and
the
then
free
someone
99
does it,
link. That's how I was gonna
someone
watch
does it like in reverse or something, and it's out there
that's
for
why
like
you can't
2
record
hours, and then
That's
you
why I can't record.
Can't
it.
record it because he's doing free 99.
I'm doing free 99.
Right.
My wife, very helpful 99% of the time. This 1% of the time, she was not helpful. She's like, what is she supposed to do? She's like, record it and watch it later. And I'm like, babe, it doesn't work that way. You don't get it. You clearly don't
So
get
you
it.
pay for one fight.
What would she normally do, Tony?
That's crazy.
If she wasn't officiating, what would she
If
normally
she
do?
wasn't
Hold on a
officiating and
second.
I wasn't a groomsman,
Wait.
I'd be sitting probably like 15 rows back
Hold on a second.
Right.
with the phone taped to the back of the
Hold on a
chair
second.
and watching the fight.
Hold on a second. You do a UFC preview show.
Correct.
Just expense it.
I do, but I expense it when I do a show against it. I don't expense it for free.
You're doing a show tonight.
Well, right. Hey, wait, hold on a
Carl's
second.
listening, and he expenses it for me.
Hold on a tick. Wait a tick.
I approved it.
On Monday, let's just plan out Monday's show. I feel like for Monday's show, we should have like a UFC recap, right?
Yes.
If only someone could watch it.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go around the room.
Done.
So we want to watch it.
I don't really want to watch.
I vote Chris.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So Chris will be expensing that.
Send me
Still gonna have to figure out how to pay for it.
Send me your login. Send me your login.
Yeah.
Lucy, who are you voting for?
So close.
What?
Yeah.
Who are you voting for?
And what?
UFC recap on Monday.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Wow. What is that?
That was a mistake. Sorry.
Wait.
That sounded dangerously like
Wait a minute.
something.
I'm just kidding. It was on purpose. It's
I just went,
Were you previewing it?
Against the Spread is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code Dan when you sign up on the app. A limited time offer for new customers.
What are you laughing at, Billy?
Because I think I know what happened there.
That's an honest mistake, Billy. What do
Yeah,
you got
it's
against the spread?
Ooh, I like the Colts +2 this week against the Cleveland Browns.
You do?
Yeah.
It's just the game that was on your screen, wasn't it?
Minshew's been looking good lately.
He looked terrible
He was
last week.
awful last
Don't really
week,
know what's
yes.
going on with the Browns there. Is Deshaun back? Is he not?
It's a classic letdown spot for the Browns. They beat the 49ers.
Yes.
You're going against the Colts.
Yep. Colts need it.
Colts need it.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing this next segment, so I wasn't super prepared.
That's my bad.
Against the spread!
We know.
Tony, who you got?
I'm going with something from UFC 294. I've got Hamzat Chimaev to knock out Kamaru Usman. That's a little +200 there for you.
Wow.
Yeah. Against the spread!
You're not going to know the results, though.
I won't.
Tony.
Yeah, I have to text Chris.
Chris will let you know on Monday.
I have to wait till Monday?
Yeah, because he's going to watch
So
it for
I'm
the
barred.
company.
The only way that I can actually see what happened is if Chris tells me what happened.
Yep.
He's watching for the company, not you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jess, what do you got?
Again? Oh.
I didn't know I was going to be here for this segment either, so I have Tennessee versus Alabama against
the spread.
What's
Who
the
did you
spread?
and who did you pick? You just mentioned both.
Tennessee.
Okay,
Oh.
gotcha.
Tennessee is a 9-point underdog, and
Right.
Alabama
Oh,
has
there we
been
go.
playing some close ones.
The spread.
The spread. But I feel like we're all just picking games because it's the first game that came up on our screen
Yeah.
because we weren't ready for this.
I'm definitely not doing that. I'm
Oh,
taking
sorry.
Georgia Tech -5.5 at home against Boston College
Wow.
because I just study this shit.
Against the spread.
Chair Bear?
I'll be taking the one and only UCF Knights +19
Jesus.
in Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh, my God.
Against former UCF
Why?
quarterback Dylan Gabriel.
Jesus.
Against the spread.
You know, we're playing for a very real prize.
Oh, I know.
Take it seriously. Lucy?
I'm taking this seriously, and I'm also taking Utah +6.5 at USC. USC has struggled against this Utah team. Their defense is good. USC is not looking great right now. So Utah +6.5 against the spread. Thank you, guys.
Stugotz?
Thank you.
That was Chris's idea.
Stugotz?
I think Chris is up.
No, he went
No,
already.
Chris gave me Georgia Tech
I was
-5.5.
waiting.
Stu.
He
I
studies
am
this
taking
shit.
the Dolphins to beat the Eagles outright. They cover the spread. I am taking the Dolphins Sunday Night Football against the spread.
Great football teams bring the right pieces together, and the best teams don't rely on just one superstar. That's why Panera has its legendary You Pick Two. Could you have a chicken cordon bleu stacked toasted baguette loaded with chicken, Black Forest ham, and country mustard? You could. Or you could have that toasted baguette and creamy, delicious mac and cheese. Want more for mealtime? Go with Panera's You Pick Two. So you can get both and win big. Start your order at PaneraBread.com/DraftKings.
Hey guys, it's Tony. US Cellular is introducing Us Mode. It's like airplane mode, but for people. You got that? Cool. It's a way to set up your phone so it doesn't get in the way of people really being with each other. Block distractions and make way for a real connection. Give it a try. Visit US Cellular in-store or online, and they'll help set up your phone to Us Mode. For free. Really, for free. Even if you're not a customer, they'll still do it. That's how good US Cellular is. Built for superior 5G connection and real human connection. US Cellular. Built for us. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus.
Don Le Batard.
Let's go to 80.
His
Bo.
name is Bo.
Wow.
I think Billy typed an 8 instead of a B. Fine.
It's a clear as day, Bo.
All right, $2.
Stugotz.
Number 8. Go ahead. It's Chris Corner on the line. CC, go ahead.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Now, there has been someone we've been hearing from a lot lately, and I've kind of had it. I'm done.
The Kelseys?
It could be the Kelseys, but it's not them.
Taylor Swift?
Could be Taylor Swift, not them. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, God.
I know so much about her relationship, her love life, her sex life, and I didn't ask for any of it. Every single time I open up my phone, it is her just dropping some new bombshell about her life and her relationship. And I'm not like a crazy Will Smith fan or anything. I don't particularly care about the guy. And I feel so bad for him because every time he opens up his phone, it's just his wife spilling his dirty laundry everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't want to know anything about their life anymore.
It's just like, at what point are we not going to care? At what point is everybody just going to open their phone and be like, so? Like, we're done. That's it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't want to hear from Will Smith. I mean, probably ever again.
We're starting a
And I don't want to hear
segment
from
with
Jada
it.
Pinkett Smith. I don't care.
Obviously, we're doing it. We're keeping them around.
I'm not going to say anything the rest of the segment then.
Well, she just did a sit-down interview, and I feel like she closed the book on all of it, right?
She knows she's opening the book because she's selling one.
Yeah.
Right,
she's
I
doing
know.
a bunch of interviews.
But I think that book is actually closing the book on the entire topic.
No, because she said she wants to write a book together with Will Smith.
Leave the guy alone, for
I don't
God's
know
sake.
if it's relationship advice, but I don't want
I'm with you on that one.
Tony, what is your issue?
My issue is, at what point is Will going to be like, you know what? I'm done with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, leave me alone. He continues to just be back there like, oh yeah, she's making fun of me. Okay, guys, this is cool. Like, it's pathetic.
If we're going to ban books, let's start here.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's pathetic at this point.
I have no problem with her writing a book and like doing all this media. My problem with the entire celebrity memoir media cycle is that a lot of celebrities, and like I saw this happen with Prince Harry when he wrote his book, and now it's happening with Britney Spears' book. They like the PR people leak out all of these things that are going to be revealed in the book ahead of time as part of this like media cycle. And then by the time the book comes out, I'm like, I feel like I read the book.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't need like
I like that part about
I don't know if I need to read this
Same.
now because every salacious thing that you are going to reveal has now been on my timeline for like 4 months. I'm good.
She loves Tupac. Tupac's been dead for 30 years. Like, what are we doing?
I mean,
Well, it's
got
just
away.
part of the
Yeah,
book.
what
It's
are you
part of her
supposed to
story.
book, yeah.
I mean,
Just saying.
he was a childhood friend of hers.
I'm just saying.
What are you supposed to do there?
What are you supposed to do? I don't care about it.
What are you upset about, though?
I'm just upset about the whole thing.
That she used Tupac to try to sell a book?
No, well, yes, partially. But
Right.
the whole thing with Will Smith, right? Keep my wife's name out your mouth. You guys hadn't been together for 7 years before that. She didn't want you to do that, and you felt the need for whatever reason to go slap Chris Rock on national TV inexplicably for no reason.
Sounds like your problems with Will Smith though.
I do have a problem with Will Smith, yeah.
I actually like Jada, and I like that she explained what happened there because a lot of people blame Jada for Will doing that, and she said, no, I didn't tell Will to do that.
Yeah, she doesn't want anything to do with Will, which is the weird part, why
Well,
he did that.
I mean,
She wants to sell the books.
to an extent, yeah.
I just think there are some things that they should be hashed out with your therapist.
Let them
before
figure it out.
you go
Yeah.
to the
We don't
debate
need to
show
be
and
involved
tell
in
all-
this. Yeah.
I hope they're both happy. I hope their lives are great. I just want to know a little bit less
Yeah.
about what's going on with you because I'm not seeking this information out. It is just bombarding me every day where I'm like, I really don't want to know what your relationship is like at all.
It's like, how are you doing? I'm good. And you just move on. Exactly. I don't need to know all this information. Like,
Right, but
I hope you guys figure this out in private, away from me. I don't care.
But in private, how do you know about it? And how does everybody know about it?
I don't need to. I don't need to know about it.
I know, but they want me to know about it.
But guys,
this could be going on in your life.
Time out.
It's a celebrity memoir. Like, what?
Well,
Tony,
watch the
Tony,
during the
if
wedding.
you were part of a power couple and could
Right.
continue to make money off being a power couple, would you not do it?
Of course.
Right. So what's wrong? What are we doing?
what salacious things are you going to have
They're
in
making
your,
a buck.
in your book that you have coming out?
Oh, you have no idea.
You have a book deal,
I did.
according to you.
Yes, but it's my personal record.
But you know Stugotz would, if he did have any salacious things in his book, he would tell us all.
like
I would.
months ahead of time.
I think
'cause
he's
you can't
holding
keep a
he's holding
secret.
on to them for the lawsuit.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
What lawsuits? What are you talking about?
Well, you know,
Don't worry about that.
You always have a file. I feel
Why
like you
should I
have a
not worry
file.
about my own lawsuit?
Oh.
Are you guys planning a lawsuit on my behalf?
No, I didn't say
No,
that.
no.
Okay.
Nobody said
little
that.
class action.
No.
Action.
Claction.
Action.
Right. I'm interested in this couple. I am.
No,
I
you're
mean,
not.
I
Are you going to
am.
buy the book? You're not going to read the book.
I'm not going to buy the book, but I'm interested. Like, listen, she's not doing Will any favors. I will tell you that.
How much more do you want
It's
to
her life.
know? Like, how much do you need to know here?
But it's up to you what you want to know, right?
I would say that it is and it isn't. Where like I don't care about their relationship. I really don't. And she's been talking about it for years. She's had Will Smith on Red Table Talk after cheating on him,
Clowning him.
Yeah,
But
He's sitting there clowned.
Guys, he agreed to do it.
No. But it's one of those things where like, if she wants to put it out there, that's great. But it's every time I open up TikTok, every time I open up my phone, it is just new information that I'm like, I don't really feel like this should be something I should know.
Yeah,
I don't think I should know this.
It's also being revealed like in drops. It's like just
That's
get
what
it,
I mean.
Get it all out
That's
there.
the
I'm
whole
good.
PR
Band-Aid
cycle.
off.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's how
PR
you promote
cycle
it,
of the
right?
book. Yes.
You give a couple of interesting nuggets. You don't give them everything, and then you're forced to read the book if you want it all.
The problem is that it's everything is being put out there. Like all of the interesting stuff gets out there before the book. And that's not just with Jada. Like Jess was saying, like it feels like every celebrity memoir cycle is sort of like how music has changed in that way, where like there aren't really albums anymore. It's like you just get 12 singles and then they release the album, but that's the whole album. Like that's the way that the PR cycle is working, where it's you need to satisfy the entire time for months beforehand. And it's like, it doesn't really leave anything left for you to go find.
No, I think they're making a great point. And I would say, yeah, I have more issue with just the cycle of the PR. And it's just wildly uncomfortable to see people who are married just his wife just shitting on him in public. It's not something I just want to be a part of. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. And it's a lot of the PR cycle. I just want less.
Do you guys feel like Will should get a piece of the book? Do you think Will is getting a piece of the book?
No. Why would he get a piece of the book?
I mean, he's a big part of the book, and they're married, and they
They're
support
not.
each
Her
other.
life. They're
Sham-
not.
sham
They are
marriage.
married. They
Sham
live
marriage.
separately, but they are married.
Shamage.
It's a sham marriage?
Sham marriage.
Okay.
It's been for a while.
I'm assuming he must have given her permission to do this stuff because it's the same reason with, when he went on Red Table Talk,
Right.
he was there. He was willing to be there. It's just something that it's like if you're at a party and a couple's fighting in front of you, you're like, oh man, I want nothing to do with this. I'm really just trying to have a good time and you guys can figure this out behind closed doors. It's just not something that I want to be here for.
It's like when you make out with somebody else's wife at the Halloween party, and
Yeah,
all of a sudden
right.
they have a fight, and you're like, "Whoa! I just thought it was my wife. What's happening here?"
Yeah, but I
don't
feel
know.
like most people want those details. Like when you see a couple fighting at a party, they're like, what's going on there, right?
Yeah, no, that is true.
You want to be
run away from
involved
that.
in like marital strife? Why?
I just think it's what people talk. It's gossip. That's all. Hey, what's going on with our friends down the street? Something's off there. I like that stuff.
I think it might be my fault.
Right. I like the dirt. I do.
I think it is human nature to gossip.
Of course. Especially about celebrities. Like, we're not interested in Will Smith suddenly? Get out of
Not
here.
really. I mean,
But
what
we
is-
need a little left for the imagination. We know pretty much everything that's going on between the two of them.
What's the last thing that Will or Jada did outside from like this?
Terrible movies.
I
He
Am
literally
Legend.
won an Oscar last year
For what? Yeah.
When he slapped Chris Rock.
for
Yeah.
I
What,
forget the name of the movie.
Exactly.
No, but it was
That's the
Richard
state of the-
Williams.
I'm blanking on it.
King
yeah,
Richard.
King Richard. That's what
Right.
it was called. I
Right.
forgot what
Didn't
it
see
was
Just
called.
called it Richard
I knew what it
Williams.
was about. I don't remember
Yeah.
the name. I think he won an Oscar.
Yeah.
The same night.
Everyone
it was a
wins
pretty big.
Oscars.
It was a pretty big deal. It was a big movie.
Except Meryl Streep. I mean,
She has like 7.
she has 2.
To Billy's point, though, like
you know that
all
off
of
the top of your head?
all of the stuff the last couple of years just made us forget what the movie was. That like I feel like if that slap never happens, that would have been right at the top of our tongue.
No.
Dude, I'm telling you,
No
it
way.
was at the time. Like that was a big movie.
He hasn't made a good movie in like 15 years.
Yeah.
He just
I
won
like the
Best
Williams.
Did you
Actor.
watch King Richard?
I didn't.
I liked King Richard.
Then
You didn't watch Richard Williams?
No, I didn't watch Richard Williams. But other than that, name a good movie.
Men in
Will Smith.
Black 5. I'm back.
It's been a while. I'm
Is
with you.
Hemsworth in that one?
I don't know. I didn't see the last one.
You know, you guys never got me a Halloween costume. We brought up yesterday.
Oh, what you want to be for Halloween?
Yeah, I need a Halloween costume because I don't want to do the couples thing. We never actually looked at and made fun of my sad bee costume. Remember we talked about it on yesterday.
Do you have the picture?
I think we do have the picture now. There's my sad bee costume. That netting, it's clearly not a bee net. It's just a random.
Do you still have that shirt?
I actually think it's not that bad. I don't know what's on your pants.
Why am I wet?
Yeah, that's weird. You should.
I do seem to be damp.
Was there another bee there?
Did you not look at the picture?
Maybe I got some honey on me.
It's pollen. Pollen.
That's weird.
Anyway, all right, we can take that picture down.
I agree that I don't.
You peed yourself.
No, that's not a full.
He's doing a thing. He's doing a thing.
Maybe a little
splatter.
sprinkle. A little splatter.
What do you mean he's doing a thing?
He's doing a thing. Come on.
I agree that I don't think the Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith stuff is for me, but it might be for someone else.
I'm just saying it's for me.
I'm also less inclined to buy her book because I could just read it on The Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
Maybe me and my wife could be Will and Jada.
No, don't do that.
No,
bad idea. Not a good idea.
Don't
Stay away from that one.
Let's keep thinking.
Yeah.
Just spitballing.
What are you thinking, Chris?
Are you going to a party? What do you need a costume
I do have
for?
to go to a party. That's why. It's all right. I'll figure it out on my own.
You guys should be Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
I was actually. I did Mahomes a few years ago.
I know, and you returned the jersey. I remember looking at I can never look at him the same way again.
I bought a jersey.
I know.
Wore it to work.
Yeah.
I was like, you still have the tags on. He's like, I'm returning it. I'm like, I don't know.
Are you explaining how costumes work?
That's not how costumes work.
I try to return all my costumes.
That's despicable.
See?
How?
You're the one. You're the one that doesn't, Billy.
You got a closet
Be
full
like
of
us.
costumes?
That's just despicable.
Answer the question.
Do you have a closet full of costumes?
Somewhere, yeah, like in a bag somewhere. My wife probably gave them away.
You're gonna look back for a beekeeper costume you can't find it. You're like, I knew it was in here.
With pee on all of them.
Who decides they want to be a beekeeper?
That's Chris. I don't know.
His wife wanted to be a bee, and that was the solution.
You should have been a bee
It was
wizard.
actually my idea.
Oh,
Dan, Mike, Amin, and Charlotte, take it away in LA.